Dixie Laws is one of the founding members of MyrtlePress, and MyrtlePress is an artist-run printmaking studio housed at Burge Center for the Arts. Sacramento printmakers are invited to print in the MyrtlePress space. They have facilities for silkscreen, intaglio, letterpress, lithography, relief printing, woodblock, and linoleum, as well as mono printing. So to get started, Dixie, and actually welcome. Hello, Dixie.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So to get started, do you want to just tell us a little bit about what MyrtlePress is and how it evolved?
Yeah, well, MyrtlePress started when Burge moved to the S Street site. We were just excited to get a place that the community could do printmaking. So we've been there since the beginning. And we're a loosely organized group that has a board of directors, and we meet occasionally. We have members who contribute to our rent, and it's a collaborative community effort.
And what sort of classes does MyrtlePress offer?
Well, if it weren't COVID time, we would be having a lot of great classes, and we look forward to getting back into that. We have 4 presses, so that gives us the ability to do relief printing like woodblock, also etching, and we have lithographic press, and we have letterpress. We also have a acid and dark room where you can do silkscreen, exposed silkscreen. We have a large workspace that's shared among all the members, and storage areas for them as well.
Well, and as you mentioned, you know, it's true, COVID's really making it difficult to host classes in the way that they would normally be. And so, you know, what is it like now for somebody to use the facility absent classes in terms of, you know, are there drop-ins? What's the pricing like for somebody who wants access to those resources absent of a class?
Well, there's a lot of different ways to access. For a long time, we had open studio on Saturday from 10 to 3, and we had that on hold for a few months, but we're going to start up next week on Saturday. So that's one venue where you can work in the studio in a safe way with masks on. And a lab tech can help you get started if you need to a refresher on what you need to do. So that's, you can also join as a 24-hour member, and you can come in and use the facility any time of day and night. That's really attractive to people who have differing schedules and just want a long block of time to get their work done. We also have by the hour, so a person could come in if they had a project, they could come in and they could work on their project, and that would be $10 an hour.
And how do they become a member of MyrtlePress?
Well, the way to become a member is to contact us at our website, myrtlepress.com or myrtlepress@gmail.com. Then send a letter, you know, express your interest, and somebody will get back to you. And the next step would be to come and see our facility, take a tour, and the following of that would be to start working under supervision of somebody at MyrtlePress.
And actually, can you say that email address again, Dixie?
Okay,
and we'll put it in the chat.
MyrtlePress@gmail.com.
Okay, perfect.
And you can also check our Instagram feed. We've got a lot of really great videos we've been making this weekend. That's MyrtlePress 625.
Excellent. MyrtlePress 625 is on Instagram?
Right, that's our Instagram address. And we've been making videos yesterday and today, shows our facility and give you a little more information about what we do there.
Awesome. So if I have a printmaking project at MyrtlePress, you know, say that I'm somebody who, you know, I don't necessarily, I'm just experimenting, you know, I haven't really done a lot of printmaking. So what would the process look like if I wanted to approach MyrtlePress for direction on how to transition something that I'm working on into that format?
Well, a good way would be to get one of the lab techs to help you. The lab techs work as volunteers during open studios, but they're also available to be contracted to help you. And this is a great option during COVID times because you wouldn't be a class. The lab tech could help you. Let's say you want to learn etching. They could coach you through that, help you do your prints, and you would just pay them a fee that the two of you would agree on. So that's a great way, and a lot of people are doing that right now. We've got new members coming in because they can't get into classes at the local colleges.
Have you been doing like virtual orientations or ways that the different printmakers can meet each other so that they would have a sense of who to work with?
Well, we haven't done that, but it's a great idea. I think more virtual events would be really great. We've tried to offer some virtual classes, but so far we haven't been successful in carrying them out. But that's something we want to work on in the future.
Yeah, and it seems like, I mean, I know with us, with the regular, or not the regular, but the Verge classes that are not a partnership with MyrtlePress, at first it was kind of difficult to get participation, and lately that hasn't really been an issue. I think the longer we've been in this, the more people are now starting to seek that out. I think at first people were kind of like, oh, I'd rather wait until we're back to normal. And I think they're realizing normal.
Come to that conclusion as well. But I think for us, I think we have the interest in classes from the students, but the teachers are the ones that we need to get more of who want to do virtual teaching. And for a field as hands-on as printmaking, that's a big leap. And but we're going to keep on working on it and try to figure out the best way to keep going forward.
Yeah, and it's such a, in some ways it can be a very technical medium as well. So not everybody has figured out yet how to translate that into something that they can teach other people,
Yeah, definitely. That's the problem. And access to presses or chemicals or materials or tools. I mean, those are all things that might stand in the way.
And just recently, MyrtlePress got a letterpress, correct?
Yeah, we have a letterpress now and capability of doing letterpress type projects. So that's real something we really are proud of.
And I think there's are there a few examples of that in the preview exhibition?
Yeah, we have a letterpress, a fine art letterpress example by Barb Henley.
And actually, so that brings up one of my other questions. So, Barb Henley is a member. Are there some other standout members that have been doing a lot of work lately that come to mind, or people that you think are doing interesting things?
Well, there's Susan Sylvester is often incorporates printmaking in her work, and she even has a video she's posted on her Instagram feed about how to make prints using a pasta maker. It's very entertaining.
Pasta maker?
Yeah, you use that instead of a press. You just roll your print through the pasta maker, and she's very talented videographer, and she made a really great video that's fun to watch.
What is the substrate? What is the thing that
she used a piece of plastic that she got from a strawberry carton, and she inserted it with a diamond tool that makes a little line in there. But I mean, you could use anything to make the line, like a paper clip or whatever you had, pin or whatever that you have.
So a pretty thin material, obviously, because it's a pasta maker.
Right. Yeah, and she's making basically an etching. She's scribing into the piece of plastic, then she's inking it, and she wipes it off, and on the ink stays in little cracks that she made, and then she prints it with her pasta maker.
That's so cool. And that's something that she's been doing in MyrtlePress?
Right.
God, that is so cool. And then, so, we've kind of been dancing around this topic for the last few minutes, but how has it been with COVID in MyrtlePress in terms of people working and interacting? I mean, obviously it's impacted classes.
Well, we've gotten more members because people are interested in doing printmaking, and it's a pretty safe environment. There's a large space with good ventilation. Things can be sanitized, and so we're getting some people, especially people who might have been students at Sac State or City College, who are looking to continue their printmaking while those facilities are being impacted. So, we've gotten 2 recent people from Sac State, 1 person from Davis. So, we're having a good group, and I think people feel safe there. Usually, most of the time, you're the only person working there, or there might be 1 other person, and it's easy to social distance and stay safe there. So, I think people feel comfortable being there, and it's better than being in a class, as far as exposure to COVID. So, it's been a good thing for us.
Yeah. It does seem like, I mean, I know that with our drop-in clay studios, once we reopened them, we've been doing them outside because of the number of people who want to attend and, you know, the order to move activities outside. But it really, like in the last couple of months, the participation and the interest has really skyrocketed because I think people are just stir crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you want something to do, and if you have a creative project, it's self-guided, so you can control it, which is nice, you know. So yeah, such crazy times. So I can't remember, does MyrtlePress maintain flat files or
Yeah, we have our, each person who's a 24-hour member gets their own flat file to store their work in, and also they get a cubby to store their materials in. So they're not we're not displaying art, but we are using it for artist storage.
But what if somebody wanted to buy a print, or there's not like MyrtlePress hasn't organized a platform for.
That would be a great idea. We are having a print exchange that we're organizing, and we'll have some extra prints from that we can sell. So that I think that would be the time that we might want to get into that.
And is it just MyrtlePress members who can participate?
No, all Sacramento printmakers have been involved, and people from the different colleges who are print teachers have accepted. So we have a lot of great printmakers that are going to be contributing their prints to the print exchange.
That's great. And so, and to find out about the print exchange, would they just go to myrtlepress.com?
Well, we don't have any information right now because we're still, the prints won't be coming in until November, and all the people that want to participate have already been selected and paid their fees. So they'll just have to wait for the next time we do that. We hope to maybe do it as an annual thing.
Oh, that's great though. And so we're almost running out of time, but so we put the Instagram handle up and the website. And if somebody wants to sign up for your mailing list or be in touch with you on a regular basis, would they just do that through the website?
Yeah, on our website, there's that place to sign up for our newsletter. And we send out a newsletter mostly every month. But, you know, during these COVID times, we've been a little sparse on that. And we always tell about the printmaking activities in the Sacramento region, shows you could go to and stuff like that. So they can sign up for our monthly newsletter, and then they'll receive that in their email inbox. That's a great way. Or they can just contact us directly if they have a question. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that anybody has. But we're really here for the community, to serve as a facility that anybody in the community can come and make prints.
Well, and it's such a great resource. So I hope everybody who's watching, who's interested in printmaking or wants to learn more, signs up for the mailing list, goes to your website, and gets connected with MyrtlePress, because it really is such a really awesome resource for the community to be able to have a way to make these kinds of works without being in school. I mean, up until recently, that was the only way you could do it. So.
Right, definitely. And this way you have much more access to compared
to exactly. It's much more flexible. So, well, excellent. Dixie, thank you so much for talking to us. And we're going to be talking to Nikki Thompson in just a few minutes. So thanks again, Dixie.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.